Welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. We are continuing on our journey of a week-long UV resin series using Craftor's UV resin. I opened up a kit in front of you. I'm still working on bottles I still had open. So I'm not using the great big bottle that came in the kit, but it's still the same stuff. So what I pulled out for today, you guys will see this on Monday. I'm a week ahead right now. So this one, we've got some straw toppers here that I showed you guys that can be used with UV. We've got some jellyfish earrings, some moon earrings, and some teardrop holographic earrings. So I pulled out all of my Resin Rockers UV approved pigments, and we still have some different types of glitter from the Bond Crafter kit. So let's start off with some of these straw toppers because these are fun and they do sell well. I see a hair. They do sell at like craft shows and stuff. So this is something you can easily do. Now these are kind of thick, so we're gonna do a couple of layers. So first, let's put in a layer of clear, and we'll start with these bows up here. Bows are very big right now. They're like the thing. Everything's got to have a bow on it. So just putting some clear down for this first little layer here. Okay. Let me get my silicone tool. As I thought I saw, yes, I do see something in there. And then you just want to run this around the edges. See if you can get any bubbles to come up and make sure you get them popped. Okay. So there's the first layer of the bow. We're going to turn on the Luxe Resin Light. Now you could have easily put a color in here, but I like to start with a layer of clear. Get that cured really well. And then we will put some color in, maybe some of this glitter stuff over here. That is cured. So, as soon as the light turns off, because I only set it for 2 minutes, what color bows are we gonna do? I know everybody's into pink bows. So I do have Resin Rockers Pop. I have Pop and I have Hip Hop. One's more fluorescent. The other one's more dark. So let's try the fluorescent one. And let's mix up some color here. So we're going to put some UV in the cup. We're gonna put a couple of drops into the UV. We're going to mix this up. And then we're just going to pour a small layer. Oops. That off, wipe that off. This one needs a little more. So does this one. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna check for any bubbles. Okay. Okay, let's put this back under the light. Fluorescent, fluorescent, fluorescent. Excuse me, almost done. I'm gonna cheer that into there so I can just get rid of the rest of that. I want you guys to see the whole process in case we have some beginners, whether it's beginners to UV, beginners to resin in general, just beginners. Okay, so now this is cured. You can just take it out like that and throw it away, and then wipe out anything that's left. All right, so we're gonna finish this off with some clear. Okay. And now we are going to cure these for 3 minutes, and I'll bring you back when they're done. Okay, we are back, and it's been 3 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is flip these over and cure them from the back. 3 minutes again, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, light this one off. Now let's take them out of the mold. There we go. I'll put this mold over here. Now, they have to go together because that's how the straw topper goes, right? Now, you could easily just glue these together. But since we've used UV resin and it's translucent, let's try this instead. We're gonna put some UV on each side of the one bow. Okay, it dumped over the bottle. We're gonna spread this out. Okay. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it on top. Okay. And we are gonna just kind of hold this at first until it makes the bond. So make sure you're lined up. Turn on your light. 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back. It's bonded together, but I'm gonna flip it over and do it for another 2 minutes on this side. I'll bring you back. Okay, bringing you back. This one, I'm just gonna move that down a little bit. There you go. You have a really cute little straw topper, all done with UV resin, and it's bonded together. It won't come apart. And there you go. You can easily sell these at your markets or craft shows. So there's one idea with UV resin. Okay, we're gonna set that up here with our other projects. All right, let me pull the lamp back up. That's a nice thing about this lamp is you can, move it out of your way when you need to. Let's do these little moon earrings. They have stars in them, like they're, kind of etched on the silicone. And we're gonna do some more stars. So let me see what color stars we have over here. Ooh, there's these really pretty hollowed out blue and silver. Let's try that. So we're gonna grab our UV resin. We're gonna put it in our cup here. I'm gonna take some of these stars. I don't want them going all over the place. They're gonna go all over the place. How do I know this? We're gonna put some in here. Hopefully that'll sit right there. We're gonna take just a little bit of the blue UV pigment. We're just gonna put 1 drop in there. Something is beeping. I'm just hoping it's, David's possessed coffee pot. Okay, so let's pour this in these. We're gonna let the resin find its way. And then if we need to give it a little help, we will. to fill these up pretty good. This one needs to come around the this one got there. Just dome these up a little bit. Okay. This one looks like it can take a little bit more doming. Okay, let's put these under. I'm going to do 3 minutes on this one because they're a little bit thicker. I'll bring you right back. Okay, now we're going to, there's hearts. We're going to flip them and cure them for another 3 minutes. Okay, they've been curing for 3 minutes on each side. So now we're going to take them out. And here you go. Now, what you can do, let's just do that, because you feel like an indent here, and that's where it was in the mold. So let's just do a little clear, and we're going to back these so they look really nice. We're just going to put a little bit of clear. Fill up, you'll feel a ridge when they come out of the mold. You'll feel a ridge, and all you're going to do is fill up that ridge with some more UV resin. Okay? So there's that one. Now let's do the same for this one. And this will make them domed and really nice on both sides. Okay. Let's get that over under here. Let's do 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, so now look at what we have here. We have a pair of super cute earrings for you to sell at your craft shows and markets, or as presents for, you know, think holidays, birthday, Christmas, all that stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm setting all of our makes over to one side. On the last day of the week, we're going to go over how many makes we did. I'll have them all finished off, like earrings and keychains and stuff like that. And we're going to also keep track of how much UV resin we use. And that will give you an idea of about how many projects you can get out of one bottle, or however many we end up with. Let's do some jellyfish. I want to do these different. Let's see if we still have, oh no, this cured on me. So we're going to take that out. See, you don't even have to have it under the light and it's going to cure. So here we go. All right, we are going to use some blue. Let's get our UV in here. And actually, I'm not going to do the blue first. I am going to do, let's do some purple first. Purple for Resin Rockers is Punk. And I do suggest that you get these. I haven't used any other kind. I've had these since I started doing UV resin. And I haven't emptied a bottle yet. So, we got our purple going here. Let me grab another baby wipe so just do the dry one away. That way we have something to wipe stuff with. Okay. I got a pile over here. All right. We are going to pour, I don't know what do you call these? The tentacles, the legs, the whatever it is. We're pouring these first. So let's just see if we can get this down in the legs. Okay, let me grab my squeegeer. Where are you? My squeegeer. Lost my squeegee. Well, this will work. Okay, so we just want to make sure that the legs have everything in them. I'm just taking the resin off those in between. And if it doesn't all come off, it'll at least be thin enough that you can easily just break it off. So we want to go through and get some bubbles out that I see here. Okay. So there's that. Let's see if we can get Now what I'm going to do is add a little of the blue to it. Let's see. I just want it a little bit of a different color. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to pour this in the head. Add a little more resin. Didn't quite have enough. That's okay. We're just gonna mix that up with the blue and everything that's left in here. And we're gonna make it dark like that one. Okay. Now let's finish out his head. Okay. Let's put it under there for 3 and we'll be back. Okay, so here we go. We have them. I'm going to these aren't quite all the way domed, so what I'm going to do is a little clear just to bring these up to the top of the mold where it looks nice and domed. We're going to go down the legs also. Okay. Same thing over here. Okay, that is looking good. We're going to put them under for 3 and I'll bring you back. Okay, we're going to flip them over, do the other side, 3 minutes. I'll bring you back. Okay, so now we're going to pop them out of the mold. There we go. There's that one. And this one. This one has a little bit of knockoff in between the legs or tentacles or whatever these things are. So we're just going to knock it off here. They're just little thin pieces. Really easy to take off. You can even take your deburring tool in between the legs and get them off. So let's do a little dome on the back of these just like we did the moons. So we're going to take this, the back side, and we're going to make it look good like the front side looks. Like I said, there is a ridge line that you can follow. Make sure you don't have any fish eyes. That's what I just, I'm gonna let that sit there for a second. And we're gonna do this one now. You don't want to put a lot, you just want to put enough to fill in that little ridge that you get. And that will make your dome. Make sure that one's okay. No fish eyes that I see. This one has, let's see this, is that a bubble? Get out of there, yep. That was a bubble. Just gonna make sure it's to each edge. Okay. Looks good. We're gonna go 3 minutes and I'll bring it back. Okay, here are our jellyfish earrings. Look at those. They're very, very cute. Like I said, last day I'll have everything made up so that you guys can see everything we've done. I'll put all the earring hooks or keychains or what else on it. Let's do a 3D bird. I told you guys you could do 3D stuff with UV resin. This is a Resin Rockers mold along with that snail right there. I think we're going to do both of them at once. This one is hip hop. I think this is their red. Yeah. Like I said, the biggest thing is try and get either some glitters to put in your UV or some of these UV pigment type. I like resin rockers. I'm sure all the brands have some type of coloring for UV, but to me, it's worth it to buy the stuff that's made for UV. That way you don't have curing problems, especially when you're first starting out. So I'm gonna fill this little bird up. Need a little more. Now this is where, you know, you could start using more UV resin, is when you start making the little 3D ones. But you can still get a lot out of it. So let's see how much more we need to fill this. Okay, I'm going to fill the rest with just clear. Just bring it clear up to the end here, or to the top. You want to make sure you don't see any white spots. This mold is really see-through, so we're going to put that one there. Now let's we'll do the snail at the same time. So here we go. We'll put some clear in that one. And let's do him with grunge. Here we go, grunge. I think is their brown. Yeah. In case you haven't sensed a theme, Resin Rockers always names their stuff after music, you know, heavy metal stuff. Different types of music. Let's fill up the little snail. Okay, and one thing you really want to get in the snail are these little antennae that are on either side. So before you fill it all the way, get your tools down in there and try and get those filled up. Let's put some more in it so I can make sure I have those all. These are kind of stubborn. Let's see. All right. Scrape everything out of this. And all I can do is hope that I got those little antennae down there filled up, because okay, so now we are going to cure both of these. I'm going to do 5 minutes, so I'll bring you back. Okay, it just went off. I am going to flip them. Flip them. And we're going to do another 5. Bring it back. Okay, it's gone off. They feel hard. Let's take them out of their molds. And don't worry, guys. You can do all of these collabs that we do with UV resin. Not a big deal. If you want to go to somebody who really joins in on a lot of collabs and using UV resin, Johnny. Johnny does amazing work with UV resin. He does sculptures, the whole 9 yards. Johnny Dark. All right, I just gotta get him out of his mold. My fingers are fat. It's hard for me to get in here. Okay. I think I got him. I thought I had him unsuctioned. Holy moly. Let me see if I can get this in there. And then get my finger in there. Oh. Come on, dude. He might need a little more cheering. Let's put him back under her. I'll put this one. Let's see him. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of wet, and I don't know if it's just my hands, because you guys know I don't have much feeling in them. So yesterday when we were leaving the pool, apparently the ankle I had surgery on, apparently I rolled it. Now, because you guys know I don't have a lot of feeling, I never realized it. But I remembered that when I was getting into the car, my youngest granddaughter was kind of being slow, and my oldest one was trying to get her into the car. So I was kind of standing there, and that's not always a good thing. And Serena was trying her hardest to get Briella in the car, because we drive up there, because we live at the back corner, and the pool is at the front on the opposite corner. Okay, I did break an antenna trying to get him out, so I'll have to repair that. But he is out, but he is a little sticky, so we are going to stick him under there with this guy. And we're going to do another 5, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I took him out of the mold right after I put the light on, because he was not wet. Now, I'm going to show you on the last day. When we recap, I'll show you how to fix his little front antennae there, and we will decorate them up. Like I said, we are not going to leave out the collabs. This week that I'm doing this, all my collabs are going to be done with UV resin. So yes, we will do Tortoise Tuesday. We will do Froggy Friday. And I'm even going to show you, I don't know if it's a week for Slay a tray, but we're going to make a tray regardless, whether it is or not. So that I can show you all of the stuff that you can still do with UV resin. Let's do our last pair of earrings for today. These are the holographic teardrops. Just wanted to wipe those out. We haven't used green today. Let's see. Let's do a couple different. We have 3 greens here. They have Country. They have Yacht Rock, which is another type of green here. And they have Reggae, which is another green. So, let's do, you know what? Green and purple. Let's do green and purple. Let's pick, you know what? Country, Reggae, or Yacht Rock. I think we're gonna go Country, and the purple is Punk. So, let's do some of these holographic earrings here. Gonna pull out another bottle. I'm gonna set this upside down in my holder over here. And in the meantime, I have another pack of Von Crafter, which I've had sitting on my shelf, not opened. And I am going to use this up before the new one because this is older. Not that it matters, I just don't like to have older products sitting around when I have newer ones. So we're going to take out this is just their UV resin. It comes 100-gram bottles, so you get 3 of them, 300 grams total. That kit that we opened up, that was a bottle of 500 grams, all in one bottle. So, I don't think I need 3 of these. No. So, we will do these earrings right here, and then I'll let you guys go for today. This should be a Monday video. So then tomorrow we're going to be doing Turtle Tortoise Tuesday. Like I said, we're gonna do everything that I would do in a week, just in UV. Okay, there's that. All right, let's put in some purple first. Some of the Punk. Okay, I'll wipe that out. Or take the lid off. We're going to now pour in some Country. are nice and domed. My son took off today. It's Thursday. He took off today and tomorrow. And he took the girls to the dinosaur park. So that's why I have a quiet house. It's just me, the dogs, and my cats. And you are running over. I think I got too much of dome on these guys. I'm going to turn on the light and I'll bring you back. Okay, so now we are going to flip these over and we're going to cure them for another 3 and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Let's pop these out real quick. Add some overpour, so it's going to take the deburring tool. But while it's still warm, you can take the deburring tool and get off all this extra pour here. And I will finish cleaning these up when I make them, when I turn them into whatever they're going to be. I will finish getting all the extra pour out of there. Because I overflowed my earrings. Okay, so I will finish cleaning these up when I do them. But here you go. Here is a set of earrings that we will make up and finish. So, guys, that's it for today. We have done the little bird 3D. We did the little snail 3D. We did the set of earrings right here. We did the straw topper. We did the little moon earrings, keychain, whatever we're gonna make them into. And I think, oh no, jellyfish. We did the jellyfish. Okay, so these are our projects for today. Tomorrow, like I told you, we're going to do all my usual collab stuff. So tomorrow will be Turtle Tortoise Tuesday, which means we'll make this little turtle right here. And I told you we're going to have to be extra careful with the head because it goes clear back in there. But we're going to figure out how to make that work. And then on Wednesday, we have Coasting Through the Week. So we'll make a little coaster. And then Thursday, if I would normally do Slay a Tray, that one's every other week. If it's not Slay a Tray that week, we will still make a small tray so you guys can see that you can do all this with UV resin. And then, of course, on Friday, we'll do our little frog. That's an axolotl. Here's the frog. We'll do a frog for Froggy Friday. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoy seeing what all we can make with UV resin. If that's all you ever want to do, or if you're just starting out and you don't want to buy expensive resins, because let's face it, epoxy is not cheap. Not that UV is cheap, but with UV you can start out very minimally. So if you buy a kit, the Bond Crafter kit, you will get some glitters in there, you will get these little stars, and you will get 500 grams of UV resin plus your little cups and all that good stuff. So that can easily start you out. Just start out with the glitters, just start out with the little stars and stuff they give you. I would recommend, if you're going to do UV resin, invest in some of the UV resin pigments. I like the Resin Rockers, but I'm sure Let's Resin has some. I'm sure ChangtikeJI probably has some. But these are really inexpensive and easy to start with. And there are UV pre-colored resins. Okay, I don't know if Let's Resin has that. I know there's a company called Lightwish that I've seen people use the pre-colored UV resin. So you wouldn't have to mix anything at all. You don't have to mix in colors or anything. You just straight from the bottle, just like you would your clear UV, only it's got colors in it. So whatever way you want to go, this is much cheaper to invest in than, you know, starting out with epoxy. Epoxy is much more expensive, and you need more stuff to start out with epoxy. UV, you can get away with having very little. You can start out with one of the little bitty nail lamps. I don't recommend if you're going to be doing a lot to keep that. If you can, get this one, or get Let's Resin. I think ChangtikeJI, and there's probably other companies on Amazon that have the two-sided one. Like I said, when I replaced my little ChangtikeJI one, which I'll show you because it's in the drawer over here somewhere. Where'd ChangtikeJI go? Pretty sure it's in this drawer. All right, well, I'll bring it out for you guys to look at. But it's one of the flat ones that looks more like a regular nail lamp. The difference is it's longer, it's bigger. But the only reason I replaced that one is because I started having problems with the buttons. Yeah, I'll have to find it. It's in one of these drawers. My buttons, it probably got some, I don't know, resin or something on it, but I'm not the only one that I've heard this from. There were a couple other people who had the ChangtikeJI one for not very long and their buttons started screwing up. So right now, if I use that one only has, I think, 60 and 180, something like that, buttons. I have to like really mash down and try and get one or the other to turn on, and then I have to up it with the other. It just started aggravating me. And I got this one because it was rechargeable. I could easily take this to a show and be able to sit there and do some stuff and actually have people watch you do it. Because people get fascinated by, you know, how this stuff is done. So that's why I bought that one instead of the dual-sided one. But I will let you guys go. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Hit the black bell so you know when I upload a next video. And don't forget all the discount codes in the description box, because there will be codes down there for this light, I don't have a code for money off on resin rockers, but I will list this set of resin rockers. I will also give you a link to resin rockers so that you can see the types of molds they have, because they're really good about making UV specific molds. And I will talk to you in the next one. Oh, the other one discount you shouldn't forget, Bond Crafter. If you do epoxy or want to get into epoxy, I have a promotional link in my description box that is for 50% off the 16-ounce kit. I think it's 2 per customer. I ordered 2. They're supposed to be here today, and when they do come, I will show you guys that kit. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.